So I'm not going to necessarily like shoot it at your face the whole time. I'm just going to stand here so it picks up on our voices.
Sure.
So, but she's got the camera down there. Hey, Cody, could you move out of the view of the camera? Thanks.
So, what happens is, and I know that these types of demonstrations are up and down the state, and where they seem to run into problems is when they start hanging signs on the barriers.
Which is funny because, ironic I should say, because other places that hang stuff on have had no issues, but we have issues here, so we're not wanting to force the issue and do that.
Oh, that's good. That's one of the things too. Is it's the primary thing is your First Amendment right to free speech.
Right.
So, but that would be the only legal issue to your question here. This all is city property here, right here, so that doesn't affect us at all.
Okay.
The only thing that would affect us is if signs or banners are posted up onto the Caltrans property.
Well, we were actually waiting for this gentleman to get here because what we have is this, and we had it hanging yesterday, and we didn't have anyone stop and give us any feedback. Okay. And so I thought, well, we wanted to hang it again today, but we wanted to make sure we have enough people here to help us control it, because the last thing we want is for it to, to come down, because we're not affixing it to the overpass. You can see it from the other side, but it's not attached. And we had it like posted with the poles, through the backs of chairs and so forth. And so we really wanted, to have somebody here before we hung that. And we were hoping to have that happen before, you guys showed up. I appreciate that you showed up at my request.
Yeah, absolutely. And I appreciate you doing that. And if you're having one of these, if you want to have some consistency, do exactly that. And I would recommend that, because if a lot of people are unaware of that, if you're dealing with split jurisdictions, where you're dealing with the city, Fresno here, but when you're getting into the overcrossings and out on the freeway, then you're dealing with the CHP. So I think what you did this morning was wise. So
okay, well, we're going to be out here again next Saturday.
Okay.
So I just want to let you know, we can certainly call Saturday morning just to let you know that we're on our way, or if you would like us to do that.
I can pass it on if you're already planning on doing that.
Okay, yes,
but that would be the only thing, is just don't permanently affix the things to the signs. I think you avoid that situation altogether.
Right.
And there's some debate on how the section's actually worded. But we just prefer, to avoid it altogether if you just avoid doing that.
Right.
But if you want to be out here hanging your sign.
Okay, so what we'd like is, after we get this hung, if you can maybe come back and just take a look at it and tell us if you see any, because it's not attached. It's not going to be attached, per se but it will be like the top of it will be like resting up on, at the very top.
Okay.
But it's secured by people sitting in chairs. It'll be secured with the posts by people sitting in chairs.
Yeah.
And so if you could take a look at that, and if it's not okay, then by all means we'll remove it.
When do you plan on having this up?
We were actually unrolling it to put it up when you pulled up. We were waiting for another member to come, because we want to make sure we have enough staff here to stabilize it, because we don't want it flying off and into traffic on this other side. That would be the only
other thing, is we don't want anything that would affect traffic.
Right.
Because what we see is, when kids throw stuff from the freeway, people tend to be looky-loos, and when people start swerving, then we can have a traffic collision. We definitely don't want that.
Of course not.
That would expose you guys to civil liability that would follow from that as well. So as long as it's secured and it's not going to blow over onto there, and it's, you're not doing anything crazy like setting stuff on fire. And,
heavens no.
Shooting silly string.
No. The only thing we had happen yesterday, it was really peaceful. We had some gentlemen come by, and I had just made a video, and I was talking about how peaceful it was and how wonderful it was. And then some Hispanic gentlemen, I use the term loosely, came by and threw trash at us.
Oh, really?
Which we picked up before, we left. We didn't leave it here. They threw it, but we picked it up.
I don't want to take it.
But, I mean...
one thing I would pass on, I did hear this the other day about some of the locations. Shields in 41, I don't know if you had much luck there, but because of that as well, there's been a lot of shootings over there.
Okay.
That might not be as safe as maybe some others. I mean, something can happen anywhere.
Right.
But I know specifically Shields in 41, there's been a lot of shootings right in that neighborhood.
Okay.
Gang-related shootings, so...
Well, we certainly don't want to get shot, but I've told all our members, as bizarre and as over the top as this may sound, it's like, if I get shot, post my bloody pictures all over YouTube. I'm okay with that.
right. Well,
so,
it was a pleasure meeting you.
Oh, it was such a pleasure to meet you. Thank you for coming out.
Oh, you're very welcome. And like I said, if we can, and we were very well aware of this, and our department is very well aware of the issue. And so the section is, like I said, that would be our only point, is that just please avoid it altogether if you don't permanently affix it to it. And you're being very cooperative about it. So even if it is, you guys don't want to be out here until 11 o'clock. So the next criteria is, as long as it's not affecting traffic, it's not creating a hazard.
Well, and we do monitor the traffic. You know, we do look at this. If we started seeing, you know, people, you know, driving irresponsibly and you know, causing, you know, what could be a problem, you know, we don't want that. Ironically, we were talking is, you know, these signs with the big letters that you can see easily, like my big tarp. I don't know if you've seen my big tarp, if that picture was passed around among, but I have this huge tarp. It's 16 feet across, and it's 6 feet deep. The letters are huge on it. You can easily see it. It's not a distraction. I kind of think that it's possible that, like some of these other signs, that you can't read as well, and oncoming traffic is looking and they're trying to go, what does that say? You know, that's actually more of a distraction than the big letters are. So,
well, if we get any, because we know you're going to be out here, we have a point of contact. If we get any calls into our comm center of people reporting something like that, we're not going to overreact. Let them out and talk to you about it.
Right.
So.
Right, and
if it's a minor adjustment we can make, we'll do that.
Right, exactly. We definitely want to work with the police. We don't want, you know, we want to move, you know, in a positive direction. You know, we've had some issues. You know, that's over. You know, and we want to be positive with this, with interactions.
You know, and then with those, and I don't expect anything like that to occur, but and that would be the only maybe third point, is that if an officer is enforcing a violation or gives an order, we can sort out the details later, but
exactly,
it's a violation not to follow those directions.
Right, and that's what I've explained to our group. Hey, that's what I've explained to our group because you know, even if it's wrong, even if you believe it's wrong, follow the direction, and then we sort it out later.
There's always a form of recourse later.
Right. I'm a state employee myself, and so I'm thinking, and I'm putting a lot of the stuff that I have to, you know, deal with, like with my employees and with the patients where I work. And so it's like, I'm like, wait a second, you know, I'm totally like seeing both sides of this now. So
alrighty.
I thank you so much.
I hope you have plenty of sunblock and water.
If the city of Fresno wants to sit on one of these, they should, because they could make $1 million off all the cell phone violations.
I know, because we see it all the time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this up so that, you know, I can get a picture of you and I together, if that's okay with you. Are you okay with that? So let me see. Oh, wait, can I get one of you to come over here? I'm videoing right now. If you would come on this side and turn around, I would just want to get a picture of myself and this wonderful sergeant that's come out and talked with us this morning.